Out of all of the enemies that the Ancient Gods Part 2 introduced, I think the Cursed Prowler is the most underrated. I'm not saying he's my favourite demon in the world, and I also think that he doesn't show up enough in the DLC, but he does shake up every battle in an effective way. For those who aren't aware, let's give a brief rundown of the Cursed Prowler and his properties. Similar to the normal Prowler, he is one of the most elusive demons in the roster, as he teleports around the arena to avoid the player's attacks. He shoots green fireballs instead of purple, and when those fireballs touch the player, they become cursed. The only way to get out of this cursed state is to blood punch the Prowler, which can be a difficult task because it starts running and teleporting away from you. I thought I was going to hate this AI type when I first encountered them, but I've learned to love them as I've played the DLC more and more. The Cursed Prowler appears in Reclaimed Earth mostly, and he also pops up a couple of times in Amora. He isn't a big buff demon like the Armored Baron, and he isn't as iconic as the Riot Soldier, aka the Chain Gunner, but whenever he does show up, I enjoy what he brings to the chessboard. I know that some people might not like how the only way you can kill him is with the blood punch after he puts the curse on you, but I personally don't mind it. Yeah, it does limit the player to only one method of killing the Cursed Prowler, similar to the spirits, but that's only when you become cursed. If you track where he is on the board early and take him out, then he becomes obviously a non-issue. If you do get hit by his attack and become cursed, I think being limited to your blood punch is a good punishment for that. If he only disabled the dash mechanic, for example, I don't really consider that a big enough deal. The Cursed Prowler, although he only shows up a handful of times, teaches the player to really check their surroundings and the enemies that they are dealing with. Even though I'm not really a fan of the other elusive demon types like the Bloodmaker, I do like this new Prowler variant. When the Cursed Prowler poisons you, your health gradually starts to go down, and this automatically makes him a priority target in the battle. This also makes the player become more aware of how many blood punches they have spare going into each encounter, and if you don't have any when you're cursed, you have to then go around staggering fodder demons to glory kill. It gives you another aspect of the combat encounter to worry about, and it puts pressure onto players. You also aren't able to meathook grapple onto him or dash either, which cripples your movement by a lot. However, you can meathook onto other demons, which you can use to your advantage to close the gap on the Cursed Prowler. Each level in the expansion features a meathook platforming section, and there are built-in tutorials for meathook traversal, and getting to the Cursed Prowler using these other demons as swinging points is a good practical example of why the meathook is critical. You can't simply meathook onto the Cursed Prowler and call it a day, so you need other demons to grapple onto and over to gain an advantage in the chase. I wish that the Cursed Prowler showed up more in the DLC, as he is one of the most underrated demons in the Ancient Gods Part 2. I'm looking forward to the crazy ways id Software are going to use him in the upcoming Master levels, and I'm even hearing talks about a possessed Cursed Prowler in the future. Fucking hell, man, that's going to be nuts. That being said, after the constant discussions, back and forth, and criticism about nerfs, balancing, and difficulty over the past week from fans, I think id Software needs to get some payback, and I'm ready for it with these Master levels.